past 12 years, I'm asked often why I do this. Why do I spend my time working on Sudan?
Bless you.
And the question usually is a vague gesture towards, you've taken so much of your time. And when I get that question, my response is always the same. I do it because I can think of no greater cause than a just peace for the people of Sudan. It is an honor to serve in the struggle for a just peace for the people of Sudan. It is indeed an honor for me. I'm honored by being part of your struggle for justice. And this struggle takes place in the face of tremendous and daunting obstacles. So this is the honor of a lifetime. When I was making my first and only trip to Sudan in January 2003, I remember arriving in Lokochokio. This was my second day in Africa ever. And at the end of the main street, going away from the airport, there was a sign at the T section. I have a photo of it somewhere. Going left took you south, further into Kenya. Going right, the sign said, took you to Juba. I remember seeing that sign and thinking, someday, I'm going to make it to Juba. And it will be a place that is free of this terrible tyranny. The tyranny of the National Islamic Front National Congress Party, which even then was all too clear. I'm still finding my way to Juba. I hope July will prove auspicious. And in some sense, we're all finding our way to Juba. Having struggled so valiantly for so long and with such dignity in securing your well-deserved peace, you must, I'm afraid, struggle on for many years yet. But I believe you will have much company. The struggle today, the struggle that occasions this particular rally, is the struggle for Abyei. But as we all know, if war begins in Abyei, war will begin in Sudan. And the evidence, the strong evidence, is that the Khartoum regime is building up its military forces within Abyei and within southern Kordofan. What we must do is reverse the mistake that was alluded to earlier by the Obama administration special envoy, Scott Gratian. Mr. Gratian just doesn't seem to understand the Abyei protocol, nor does he seem to understand the ruling, the final and binding ruling of the Permanent Court of Arbitration. The SPLM gave up a great deal in accepting that, but accept it they did. And now, again, Khartoum is reneging, refusing. And by encouraging the regime to believe that it can extract more from Abyei, more from the people of the South, General Gratian made the most fundamental diplomatic mistake in dealing with this regime in Khartoum. The history of Abyei, you know, the history of betrayal. The history is one of suffering, of abuse, of neglect, and courage. It's a story that is not finished, and I fear greatly for the coming weeks, and there could be no more timely rally than this, and no more important message to deliver to the White House and to the people who have influence over U.S. policy, that we simply must stand firm on Abyei. If we don't stand firm on Abyei, then peace will not be firm in Sudan. So our work is cut out for us. Godspeed.
Thank you, sir.